pretty good, folks. I'm just checking this quickly because I did a few challenges earlier, I'm pretty sure, so I don't know if we've got paid for anything. No, we haven't got any. And the money we get at the end, we're gonna, like, put towards something cool. I'm still saving for the Lincoln, but it's 2 million, so I think we're still going to be buying random cars in between, because I can't wait that long. Yeah, I did some events earlier. How much do I have? Just under 400k. Let's see what's on. I ain't buying that. Nothing here is really worth my time. Let's just keep saving. Fucking knew it still couldn't. Wrong one. Okay, it's got some decent parts on it. I don't use those, I only use the yellow parts, so let's get rid of that shit. What are these?
Something fresh and new.
We're gonna do it all normal, so then you can, like, hear the people speaking and shit. Well, some of them I might do custom, depends. Like, on the event.
Talking about the most favorite car is very difficult because the heritage is so amazing. But if you ask me for my personal opinion, it should be a BMW Super CSL. And it was the very first car as a BMW Motorsport GmbH tuned for professional racing. In every facet it's very interesting and amazing. It was, for example, the most successful touring car of the 1970s. The very first car to resonance and flat. So this is the real starting point of the whole legacy of BMW. This is such a great heritage and legacy.
Let's do this.
focused, and put in the best possible performance. You gotta live up to this car's reputation. She's a legend. Okay. It's probably something you hear quite a lot in Moterfest, I know, but you gotta believe me.
Thanks guys, my touchpad's really sticky.
After BMW became popular in the 60s, their cars were more and more used by private motorsport teams, but they still didn't have their own racing division. So they started in 1972. They called it BMW Motorsport, simply BMW M now. And that was their first car, the 3.0 CSL. And I mean, what a car! First off, she's absolutely stunning. Look at the iconic colors on her body. Look at her shapes. Look at the perfection of her design. And more importantly, she's so light and powerful, she won 6 consecutive European Championship titles. Yeah. She's the most impressive of her times, and I can't believe how lucky you are to feel her in action on such a beautiful racetrack. Oh, and I'm Anna, by the way. Sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. I've been racing professionally for, 10 years now? More if you count the karting when I was a teen. As you may have guessed, I have a soft spot for BMW. That's why I've been asked to host this playlist. I've never raced for them officially, though. But life's long, so who knows? Here we go. I bet you didn't expect to ride a motorcycle for the second lap, did you? But actually, bikes are a really important part of BMW history. Did you know the first ground vehicle they ever built was actually a motorcycle? It was in 1923. Yeah, I know I sound nerdy right now. Superbike. Superbikes are extremely powerful, technologically advanced motorcycles that are relatively light for the speed they can reach. They're designed for both track and road use. And yours is the 2015 edition of the S1000R. It's still pretty great, as you can see for yourself, but since then, they've released many more powerful editions. What a beast. Released in 2023, this car has been built for endurance races, such as the 24 hours of Le Mans, my area of expertise. Endurance car has to strike the right balance between performance and stability. They must go as fast as possible, and yet be able to hold up over time. And the same goes for you. If you're the racer inside the car, you must stay at the top of your game for a very long time. while constantly making strategic choices. But today we're only doing a short race, so never mind. Just focus on being the best. The Hybrid V8 will do the rest. Into BMW's history. A real time travel.
Let's give the new playlist a spin.
BMW 3 Series is the core product of the BMW AG. It's all we are talking about. And the BMW M3 E30 is the peak development of this whole series. If you talk about the sport evolution, it's a very special car. It was much more lighter than the normal BMW M3. It has more horsepower. And it was only available in 2 colors. So these are all aspects which make the car very special.
We're touching on an important part of BMW's history, the 3 Series, the face of the brand. So, as you may know, since the early 70s, BMW has been dividing its models into 8 different series. The 3 is without question the most popular of them all. The one we're driving is the E30. It's the second in this prestigious line, and an instant hit in 1982. Not just for car enthusiasts, no. But for the mass market as well. They sold over 2 million. That's huge, especially since they weren't cheap. But this car deserved it. Truly did. For sure, it was the most powerful sedan available at the time. So, when BMW Motorsport needed to put a new car on the track, it was obvious they would create one based on the E30 and make it even better. And that's how we got the first M3 ever. We spoke earlier of the success of the 3.0 CSL, but it was nothing compared to what this car achieved. She's simply the most successful touring car in motorsport history. She has more than 1,400 victories. yeah, I promise you. She won everything. Rallying, endurance racing, but also BMW's most beloved tournaments. The DTM, the German Touring Car Championship. The funny story is that BMW had to build 5,000 free legal cars and sell them to the public just so they could compete. And they did it. But they were skeptical at first because they thought it would never sell. Of course, they were wrong. They sold 3 times more than expected. Whatever the model, the E30 has left its mark on a generation. It's loved by underground communities for tuning, for drifting, but you can even see her on album covers and rap videos. She's a cultural phenomenon.
A new playlist just opened up.
Vehicles designed for extreme racing and enjoy just driving for the pleasure of driving. Well, I mean, you still have an aggressive opponent in this race, of course. Where's the fun with him? The Z4E9, a very cool model for two major reasons. Number one is the very first BMW to have been designed by 2 women, Juliana Blasi for the exterior and Nadia Anna for the interior. They wanted to break the classic roadster image with a car inspired by the human body, athletic and beautiful, designed for all driving enthusiasts. And number two, the E89 has indeed been adapted into a real racing car, the famous, beautiful, and successful Z4 GT3. That's an obvious part of my passion for this car. I own the car car you're driving. And did I forget to tell you that? I know what you're thinking. It's not as sporty as the others. And that's true. But on weekends, where I'm far away from the races, it's the perfect car for open road. As an expression of freedom. Would you say the same?
How about giving a brand new playlist